Drug shortages can occur for many reasons, including manufacturing and quality problems, delays, and discontinuations. Manufacturers provide the FDA, Food and Drug Administration, with most drug shortage information, and the agency works closely with them to prevent or reduce the impact of shortages. A nationwide shortage of essential antibiotics and essential medicines for chronic conditions and bacterial infections was the latest problem to hit the medical world. Consequently, this forces many physicians to rely on alternative medicines to treat their patients. In this video, we'll look at the drug shortage situation in the United States and the world. So make sure you keep watching till the end of this video. What was once an unthinkable situation, a shortage of essential antibiotics like amoxicillin and augmentin to treat skin and ear infections, or even drugs like albuterol to treat asthma, has now become a harsh reality. Robert Glader, an ER doctor from New York, told Fox Business, "Even the scarcity of essential medicines, such as children's Tylenol, which is an integral part of the treatment of fever and mild to moderate pain, is affecting our ability to care for our patients," Glader said. Currently, the FDA has a list of more than 180 drug shortages. GOP physician legislator warns Biden's amoxicillin shortage could destroy the healthcare system. He said there was a shortage of antivirals, such as Tamiflu, a drug used to treat patients at high risk of influenza, and diabetic drugs such as Ozempic due to the drug's inappropriate and misuse for weight loss and cosmetic purposes. Glader predicted that the problem of drug shortages, which has gripped the entire territory of the United States, could last at least another year, if not longer. Gastroenterologist and obesity specialist Dr. Christopher McGowan said he is facing a shortage of critical drugs used during surgery. IV fluid is a constant problem when we sometimes have a 1 or 2 week supply, and that's it, McGowan said. We're always nervous that we might run out of liquid, which is very important. He also added that there are occasional shortages of essential anesthetics used for most procedures and surgeries and critical painkillers such as fentanyl. As a result, doctors are forced to adopt options that may not be the first line or appropriate treatment for the condition or circumstance or in the best interest of the patient, according to McGowan. Challenges in the supply of diabetes slimming drugs in the conditions of a new viral trend. Large pharmacy chains have also felt the impact, especially as the flu season picks up. Rite Aid said in an interview with Fox Business that the company is facing some restrictions on some amoxicillin products due to industry shortages. In addition, while the company does not currently experience a shortage of Tamiflu, it is facing strong demand for over-the-counter cold and flu medicines due to high incidence. Walgreens also told Fox Business that the firm had noticed an increased demand for over-the-counter drugs. Earlier this month, the FDA issued a shortage alert for Adderall, a drug used to treat attention deficit, hyperactivity disorder, and narcolepsy. The ongoing issue drew the ire of Republican lawmakers. Several deputies for the Republican Doctors Caucus spoke about the amoxicillin shortage with Representative Brad Wenstrup, one of the co-chairs of the GOP Physicians Caucus, telling Fox News Digital that no American family or patient should worry about finding an essential and simple antibiotic like amoxicillin. Insufficiency of essential drugs in influenza and RSV outbreak is leaving doctors to worry about their availability. Federal health officials say that certain products, intermittent or limited availability, can happen for many reasons, including production and quality issues, delays, and production stoppages. However, Glader said part of the problem stems from the fact that the U.S. is currently having trouble getting raw materials. For example, the raw materials for the active pharmaceutical ingredients of most drugs comes from China, and China is dealing with limited production and release of raw materials used in pharmaceutical production due to strict quarantine measures, Smoot said. He added that the U.S. also depends on India for many generic drugs. Still, India depends on China for all the raw materials used to make active pharmaceutical ingredients. Therein lies the problem. We don't have control over the precious drugs that are ultimately an integral part of patient care in the U.S., Glader said. McGowan agreed that the sourcing issue could play a role in this, but said several areas in the supply chain could be affected. In the event of a shortage of Wegovy, the contract manufacturer in charge of filling syringes was forced to stop production due to a production problem that disrupted the entire supply chain. This, combined with the initial huge demand, led to nationwide shortages, according to McGowan. However, companies and federal health officials are doing everything possible to ensure patients continue getting the necessary drugs. The FDA told Fox Business that the agency recognizes the potential impact reduced availability of certain products could have on healthcare providers and patients. Pfizer withdraws some blood pressure medicines because of increased levels of cancer-causing impurities. The federal agency does not manufacture drugs and cannot require a drug company to make a drug, make more drugs, or change the distribution of drugs, the FDA said. However, the public must be assured that the FDA is working closely with numerous manufacturers and others in the supply chain to understand, mitigate, and prevent or reduce the impact of occasional or limited availability of certain products. The FDA also said manufacturers should expect further increases in drug availability in the near future. Meanwhile, Rite Aid works with suppliers to satisfy demand and minimize shortages whenever feasible. In addition, the firm stated that its pharmacists might collaborate with a client's doctor to offer alternate antibiotics or drugs. The company also encouraged shoppers to discuss over-the-counter options with pharmacists if they were still waiting to see their preferred cold or flu products on the shelf. Walgreens said it is ready to continue to meet the needs of its customers and is working with a big set of suppliers and distributors to provide our patients with the products they need most. So there you have it, guys. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe to be the first to watch the following videos. And for more finance news, guides, and updates. Thanks for watching.